Okay, this is a little bit of a different style of video, but I wanted to kind of bring you along and let you be in the action for the most part, instead of like the traditional type of video that I do. So every year well, not every year, for the past couple of years we have hosted a Friendsgiving, and tonight is our Friendsgiving, our annual Friendsgiving. We really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. We have all kinds of different people over, and everyone just brings their favorite Thanksgiving side or appetizer or dessert, and it doesn't have to be Thanksgiving, but that's kind of the theme. And so that's tonight, and I wanted to give you my top 5 tips for throwing a Friendsgiving, but really this could work for Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday parties, and really just any type of party in general. These are my top 5 go-tos, and they saved my life. And after doing it for a long time, growing up having hosting parties ourselves, I've kind of got it down to a science of what works for me. So I wanted to share those with you tonight. So here they are. Okay, tip number 1 is to invite everyone at least 1 month prior, if possible. But especially for a Friendsgiving or a Thanksgiving or any holiday party, I feel like every single weekend in November and December is like packed for everybody no matter what. So it's just better to let people know way in advance so they can go ahead and plan on it, get it in their calendar. If you can let them know at the beginning of October and start getting out all of your holiday invites, that's perfect. Mid-November is fine too, but the earlier always the better. And it can be super simple, just like a text invite, and just let everyone know what date, what time, what they need to bring, and just kind of send it out to everybody. You can go really formal and send out invitations. We usually just send out a text. This year I actually created a little PDF invite just in Photoshop. You can do it in any Canva or whatever for free, and then I just texted that picture out to everybody, and that way I didn't have to type out a million things. It was all on that. So that's tip number 1. Let people know as far in advance as possible. Tip number 2 is to plan out your menu 1 to 2 weeks in advance. I usually am thinking about this for a month in advance at least, and so I kind of already have an idea. Try and get your thoughts together about a week or 2 out. That way you can kind of let people know, since you're hosting, what you're providing and then what everyone else can bring, especially since this is a Thanksgiving thing and everyone is mostly bringing like Thanksgiving type appetizers and sides. It's kind of nice to kind of know what everyone's bringing, so we don't get like 5 sweet potato dishes. So every year, instead of doing like a big turkey or a ham or something really complicated for this, I make the hot ham and cheese sliders that are on the Hawaiian rolls. They are so good. Oh my gosh. So instead of doing something big and crazy like a turkey or ham, we just do those. So they're little sandwiches, and then usually I'll make 1 or 2 more sides and an appetizer and a dessert. And then everyone else kind of brings everything else. We provide the drinks and the main part of it. So I planned out, I knew I wanted to make the sandwiches, and then I looked through the cookbook, wrote out my shopping list, and then I shopped a week prior. So that's also a part of number 2. Plan your menu out 2 weeks in advance and shop 1 week prior, so you have everything that you're needing and you're not having to rush right before your party. You're already prepped, ready to go. All you got to do is just put it together and start cooking. Okay, tip number 3 kind of goes along with tip number 2, and that is to start cooking and prepping as soon as you can. So we've already planned our menu 2 weeks out, we've shopped 1 week out, and then you can start cooking that day. So I've made the scalloped potatoes and the corn pudding a week ago, and I actually made 2 corn puddings, one for tonight and one for actual Thanksgiving Day, and I just went ahead and put them in the freezer. So I was making dinner one night, and it's just as easy to, well, I have it all messy, do it all, then put it in the freezer. And so that way I'm not cooking the day of. Everything is done, ready to go. All that needs to be done is to bake it. So what I did this morning is I pulled them out of the freezer, and I've let them sit on the countertop for most of the day. So they're pretty much all the way de-thawed, and they're in the oven baking right now. So as much prep as you can get done ahead of time, the better. And most things can be made ahead of time, at least the day before, and just in the freezer or the refrigerator waiting for you. So I made the sandwiches, I just assembled them all, wrapped them in plastic wrap in the refrigerator last night. I made the dip last night. I made the pumpkin roll yesterday as well. It's in the refrigerator. I actually made 2 of those. One went in the refrigerator for tonight, one went in the freezer for Thanksgiving. So kind of think through, once you've done your menu and you've shopped, what you can go ahead and prep ahead of time. The earlier the better. Keep it in the freezer, bring it out the day of. That way you are not cooking. The goal is to not cook on the actual party day if at all possible. So that all you'll have to do is just pop them in the oven and let them warm, or just put the final touches on things. So like the dip, I'll put them on top of a cream cheese, set the crackers out, and it's done. The hard work is already done. You want to make the day as easy as possible, which leads me to tip number 4, is to clean your house the day before, if not 2 days before. Again, the sooner you can do everything, the easier that your actual event day is going to be. So I clean my house, a really deep clean, a couple days before, and then the day before I will clean the bathrooms and scrub everything, make sure everything is nice and tidy. So I set the table, I have all the dishes out. We just use paper plates from Hobby Lobby. It's easy, it's quick, you don't have to do a ton of dishes. But again, the goal for the actual day is to do no cooking and as little work as possible, so that you're not stressed and that you can actually enjoy the event and you're not working the whole thing. So as much as you can get done, do that. So I've cleaned the house today. All I had to do was I vacuumed the carpets and the hardwoods, dusted everything off. I wiped down the bathroom countertops, lit the candles, and we were good to go. Justin just put a fire on, and all that I have left, it's a little after 5 right now, and our party is actually at 7, and I'm done. So, and today has been super easy. I've taken my time, I've enjoyed it, I've done other things, I went and ran. I'm not stressed at all. I'm super pumped for everyone to come over. So all that I have left to do is light all the candles on the table and just put everything out, all the food out. I have some corn pudding. I have the corn pudding in the oven cooking right now. I'll need to warm the sandwiches and then the potatoes, and that's it. Everything is done. And so it's 2 hours beforehand, and I am, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm recording this video. I'm also enjoying a glass of wine. Which ironically leads me to tip number 5, which is the most important tip of all, because if you don't do this, then what's the point, is to actually enjoy your party. So it is a party, you're having your friends over, you are hosting, you want to be not stressed and enjoy it, and tips 1 through 4 can actually help you enjoy it. So if you have done those things, you've planned, which is basically all that those things are. You've planned ahead of time, you've prepped ahead of time, you've cooked, you've cleaned, and everything is pretty much done for the day of. Your day of party will be fantastic. You'll be able to just relax an hour beforehand, have yourself a glass of wine, light the candles, set all the food out, and just wait for your friends to come over for your Friendsgiving to kick off the Thanksgiving season, the holiday season. I have Christmas music. Well, I had Christmas music playing because I'm totally in the holiday spirit. Justin's in front of the fire watching football, and it's just gonna be a great night. So just keep everything as easy on yourself the day before as possible, and that goes for not only a Friendsgiving, but a Thanksgiving, a Christmas, and any dinner party or any party that you're hosting in general. Is just the biggest key is to plan ahead of time, but prep ahead of time. That way the day of, all you have to do is warm the food, set it out, have yourself a glass of wine, and enjoy. So I hope this is helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to share a little bit of the night with you, and happy Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, and we will, I'll keep you posted. I have lots of fun things for the holidays coming up. This is just kicking it all off. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Lots of tips and tricks coming your way, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Okay, another thing, if you sign up for my email list, I have created a Thanksgiving and a Christmas PDF shopping guide, a menu list, and a guest list for you to make all your planning super easy and as stress-free as possible. So I keep a notebook with me, and I write down who's coming, how many people are coming, what I'm making, and my grocery list, and I carry it around with me. I'm a pen and paper kind of gal, so I've created these cute little, situations for you. So if you go ahead, go over to the blog, sign up for the email, they'll just be emailed straight to you. You can print them off, use them for your Thanksgiving and Christmas. I hope you enjoy them. This is kind of what the Thanksgiving ones look like. Here's the guest list. You can kind of fill them out, print out as many as you want, the menu, all of that, and the Christmas ones are obviously Christmas oriented. So go over to the blog. It's on the right hand side. Just sign up for my email and I'll send it straight to you. So hope that's helpful as well, because I cannot live without my pen and paper, my planner, and all my list. So I know there's other people out there that are like this. So anyways, go grab these. I hope they're helpful. Bye guys.